Hello hockey fans and welcome to Inside the WCHA. I'm Ryan Phelps. Find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and if you haven't yet, log on to WCHA.tv where you've got the best seat in the house. We're coming down the stretch, just 4 weeks left in the regular season, and we've got a new team on top. But we'll get to that in a minute. We begin in Big Rapids, rivals Michigan Tech at Ferris State, the Dog Pound bringing the noise. Special teams big on Friday. Seconds after Riker Killens made it 2-1 FSU in the second, he sends a stretch pass to Cole Norris. He goes low glove side to beat Patrick Munson, who was then pulled, and it's 3-1 home team on back-to-back power play goals. Tech's turn. Gavin Gould tallied a PPG, and 90 seconds later they were right back at it. Look at this setup. Mark Ock, Dylan Stamen, Thomas Beretta with the finish, and we're tied at 3. Late second and another power play and another one-timer. Nate Callan over to Killens. He buries it. That's the game winner. Killens with 2 goals and an assist. 5 special teams goals overall as Ferris State gets the 4-3 win, getting back on track after losing 8 of their past 9. Going for the sweep Saturday. No scoring in the first, but more special teams in the second. Bulldogs with the man advantage. Jacob Hetz throws it towards the net. Both Andrew Durantes and Mitch Maloney swarm, but it's the captain, Corey Mackin, that sniffs out the loose puck, and it's 1-0 Ferris State. Same score a few minutes later, even strength this time, that's rare. Killens cruising down the left wing wall, feeds it out front, and Norris knocks it home, and it's 2-0 Bulldogs. Killens killing it all weekend. Final moments of the second, Tech on the power play this time. Great stick by Lucas Finner. Liam McDougall with the flip, and Finner is flying. He dekes Munson with a backhander, and it's 3-0. Darren Smith took it the rest of the way. He had a stellar weekend between the pipes. 26 saves in the 3-1 win on Saturday as Ferris State jumps 2 spots to 6th in the standings after the home sweep. That's 2 spots behind Bemidji State, who traveled south to Huntsville. Chargers back home for the first time since November 25th and wearing their throwback uniforms to honor the 20th anniversary of their '98 D2 championship. Little trivia for you. They beat the Beavers in the finals that year. And they dazzled the home fans on Friday. The little ones, too, who got to enjoy some extra ice time. Scoreless in the first, BSU caught up in a line change. Defender gets caught by the blue line. Josh Kestner takes it from there. Backhand, forehand, and it's 1-0 UAH. They got to Michael Bitzer in this one. Not easy to do. Same score in the second. Chargers with the offensive zone face-off. Christian Rogic wins it back. Madison Dunn with a bomb, and it's 2-0 Chargers. Late second on the power play, Max McHugh spots Hans Gorowski. Nice deflection. That made it 3-0. They'd get 2 more. Done with the empty netter in the 5-1 win. Kestner leads the WCHA with 17 goals. Jordan Uhelski made 30 saves on the night. On Saturday, we see the Huntsville Hardware. Former coach Doug Ross showing it off for the fans, but it was Bemidji with the inspired play. This one still 1-0 in the third. Justin Bowdry with a blast from the point finds its way through traffic, and the Beavers are up 2-0. They'd pour it on. 5-on-4 2 minutes later. Brendan Harris drops it off for Aaron Miller. He takes his time, picks his spot, and beats Uhelski upstairs for a 3-0 lead. Bowdry was back at it minutes later, just dangling. Walks through the defense and scores his second of the game, and Bemidji State earns the split with a 5-1 win, and they clinch a spot in the WCHA playoffs. By the way, Max McHugh, who notched an assist Friday night, scored the Chargers' lone goal late Saturday in his first weekend on the ice this season. Next stop, Anchorage. Northern Michigan in town looking for their 5th straight win and could move into first place with Minnesota State out of league play this weekend. Wildcats didn't wait long. Just 90 seconds in, Luke Bolton on the rush. He'll hand it to Darian Craighead, then slips past the defense, the return feed, and a beauty backhander. Northern Michigan up 1 after 1. Back at it in the second. Zach Diamantoni causes the turnover, zips it over to Robert Fosdick. He'll send it right back, and Zach will settle and score. And it's a 2-goal game after 2. Seawolves would get one back in the third, but that's as close as they'd get. Troy Loggins will put it away on the breakaway, goes 5-hole, but Olivier Mantha says no, sir. But if at first you don't succeed, Adam Rockwood back to Loggins, and it's 3-1. Each team would score one more. Wildcats win Friday 4-2. Both Seawolves goals scored by Anchorage native Alec Butcher. They would keep it rolling on Saturday, already up 2 in the first period on goals by Rockwood and Loggins. Later in the first, Jordan Klimek hands it to Joseph Nardi. The shot's deflected by the defenseman and sneaks by Mantha, and it's 3-0. That's when the Seawolves say enough is enough, and they turn to Renouf and Renouf. Down 2 in the second, puck trapped behind Ate Tolvanen, and Jonah Renouf with a weak side dish to Nathan Renouf, and Anchorage pulls within 1. Still in the second, Diamond Tony spots Fosdick fresh off the bench. He walks in, takes his time, then snipes a shot past Mantha. That's his first collegiate goal. It would be the game winner in a 5-3 final. Loggins with a 3-goal weekend. Rockwood now with an NCAA leading 25 assists. And Northern Michigan all alone in first place and winners of 6 straight. Trying to keep up is Bowling Green, heading into the weekend in third and on the road at Lake Superior State. Lakers get them on their heels early. Check out this pass. William Rydell from the corner puts it out front, and Anthony Nellis is there for the tip, and it's 1-0 just 2 minutes in. They would exchange goals in the first, tied at 2 midway through the second. Falcons on the attack. Justin Wells goes rink wide, and it's Lucas Craigs with the snipe, and Bowling Green has their first lead of the night. They would add to it less than 5 minutes later. Brandon Cruz with it. Beautiful give and go. Tyler Spezia puts it right back on the tape, and Cruz notches his second straight GW. 5-3 the final on Friday. Spezia would also add a goal. And how about Florida Panthers recruit Ryan Bednart? 17 saves in the final frame as Lake State outshot BGSU 18-1 in the third. On Saturday, they celebrated the seniors. Final regular season home game for the Lakers. Bowling Green was not very festive. Strong start for Spezia. He's slippery. Struts out of the corner and buries it for a 1-0 lead. 6 minutes later, Falcons on the power play, working the perimeter. Cruz from the corner, off Mitch McLean's stick. He'll jam it in for his team-leading 13th of the year, and it's 2-0. Still in the first, deep in the Lakers zone, Cruz and McLean out of the corner. Bing, bang, boom. Spezia does it again. Bowling Green holds off a late surge by Lake State to win 3-2, and the sweep puts them 1 point ahead of the Idle Mavericks and into second place in the standings. Minnesota State wasn't entirely off. They played the U.S. Under-18 team on Saturday and on the attack early. Jake Jaremko with a nice drop pass. Connor Mackey blows it by Drew DeRitter for a 1-0 lead. Tied at 1 late first, just after the Americans knotted it up. Reggie Lutz throwing his weight around behind the net. Clint Lewis centers, Josh French with the shot, and Lutz deflects it in, and it's 2-1 Mavericks. USA ties it again. MSU on the power play right off the face-off. Mackey throws it toward the net. Mark Michaelis gets a piece of it. MSU wins 5-3 and now head back to conference play next week. More on that in a moment. First, let's hand out the weekly awards. Our Offensive Player of the Week is Bowling Green's Tyler Spezia, as he factored in both game-winning goals, posting consecutive multi-game contests and tying for the WCHA lead with 4 points overall in the sweep in Sault Ste. Marie. The senior finished the weekend with 2 goals in the first period on Saturday, including the game winner. Our Defensive Player of the Week is Riker Killens from Ferris State. He's tied for the WCHA overall scoring lead and also factored in both game-winning goals over the weekend while sweeping Michigan Tech. He was the second highest scoring defenseman in the country last week, tallying 4 points with 2 power play goals on Friday and 2 helpers on Saturday. The goaltender of the week is his teammate Darren Smith, who backstopped the Bulldogs to 2 wins this weekend, leading all WCHA goaltenders that made 2 starts with a .938 save percentage, 61 saves, and a 2.0 goals against average. The junior made 35 saves in Friday night's 1-goal victory and added 26 more on Saturday. For our Rookie of the Week, we head back to Bowling Green and Brandon Cruz, who repeats with this award after tying for the NCAA freshman scoring lead with 4 points. Also tied for the overall WCHA lead. He scored the game winner Friday before assisting on all 3 Falcons goals in Saturday's win. Coming up this week, Minnesota State is back at home hosting Alaska Anchorage. Michigan Tech is at Bowling Green. Lake Superior State is at Bemidji, and Ferris State heads up to Fairbanks. Northern Michigan, Bowling Green, Minnesota State, and Bemidji State have all clinched playoff spots. The other 4 are still up for grabs. You can find out more information on our social media sites, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. But down the stretch, the best way to explore the conference is WCHA.tv. Where they come to play, we come to watch. Live streams from every game as we get set for postseason play. Thanks again for joining us, and until next time, I'm Ryan Phelps saying so long from St. Paul. Keep an eye on those standings.